Hi everyone, and welcome to Room 210 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this coming week. I'm super excited about a new school year, and this is one of my forms of communication. I make this news video for you every week. It comes out Sundays at 6 o'clock, that's why you're getting it right now, along with a printed version of almost everything that's discussed in this video. So this is just a time for you to either watch this video, you can just play it and listen to it, and really just hear all the things that you're going to need to know to be a successful parent in our classroom this year. Well, first, let me just say thank you so much for everyone, and I mean everyone in our class came to open house. So thank you so much for coming out and just learning about our classroom, learning about this school year, and learning about all the great things that comes with being in third grade. So I'm super excited about being your child's teacher. I will reiterate that from open house. It's going to be a fantastic year, and I'm excited to learn and grow together in this school year. So a couple of reminders for you this week. Tuesday, August the 26th is the first day of school, and parents are permitted to walk their children into school, into the classroom on the first day of school if you would like to. Just a reminder to please turn on your notifications for Class Dojo so that you stay up to date with all the important happenings in our classroom. I'm really active on the app, and I try to post at least 1 to 2 times per week on our class story with just things going on in our classroom. So you're definitely going to want to have your notifications on so that you're most up to date with the happenings of our classroom. Also, make sure that you're checking Dojo messages in your emails frequently. I send out at least 2 updates per week, one always being Sundays at 6 o'clock. So just make sure that you're checking your email, checking your Dojo messages, so that you are most up to date with everything happening in the school and in the classroom. Just a reminder to please fill out the beginning of the year form that's a QR code inside your welcome folder, and also will be linked in this message and this email. So make sure that you fill that out. This just really helps me know how to best serve your family and your child this coming school year. If you are needing any assistance with school supplies, please just let me know as soon as possible. And I will talk to the correct people about getting you help providing those for your student. We will have a working snack every day this year, so please make sure that you're sending in a snack with your child, as there will not be one provided by the school. So it's kind of your responsibility to send in a snack for your child every day, and it will be a working snack. So it's not like we're going to take a break and have a snack time. They'll be working on an assignment or an activity while they're eating their snack. Arrival begins every day at 7:20 in the morning, and the tardy bell will be at 7:40, just like last year. So please make an effort to have your child on time to school every single day. Dismissal begins at 2:30, and if you need to change your child's transportation, please let me know as soon as possible. This is kind of new, a new policy that I'm putting in place this year. If you inform me after 12 o'clock on the day that you need the transportation changed, I can't really guarantee that it's going to happen because I'm really busy teaching and really am busy involved in the classroom, and I'm not looking at my phone and not necessarily looking at my email. So if you inform me after 12 o'clock, I'll do my best to see that message, but I might miss it. So just let me know as soon as possible. Again, if it's after 12 o'clock, we cannot guarantee that transportation will be changed. And if your child is an afternoon car rider and you are going to be late picking up, whether that's traffic, maybe you got stuck at work, whatever the circumstance may be, if you'll just let me know as soon as possible so that we can plan accordingly for your child to maybe sit in the classroom with me or be somewhere else while you try your best to get to school. We have some vital instruction that's happening at the very end of our school day this year, particularly from 2 until 2:30. So please just be mindful of checking your child out early this coming school year, as they will be missing some pretty vital information and curriculum that's being presented towards the end of the day. I know that was a lot of information. You're welcome to go back and watch this video as many times as you may need to hear all of those important things. Up next is looking ahead, where you will hear all the things that are going to happen in the future of our school and in our classroom. make sure that you have these dates marked on your calendar. First being Monday, September the 1st, there will be no school in observance of Labor Day. And then mark your calendars for Thursday, September the 11th, as we will be giving and taking the third grade beginning of grade test. I mentioned this to a lot of you at Open House, that it's kind of a baseline for helping us know where your child is and how we can best help them this year be prepared for the end of grade test that will happen in May or June of next year. And then finally, mark your calendars for September the 26th, as that will be when the first 9 weeks progress report goes home. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will hear all of the things that your child is going to learn in our classroom this coming week. So one thing that we are really big about at Castle Hayne is attendance. And attendance is so important to us because what I like to say is, you know, when your child's not at school, they're not able to learn. And we do everything that we can to get them caught up if they're sick or have an appointment or you have a family emergency. But it's just not the same as being there during the live direct instruction. So when your child is absent, they are missing vital things that are happening in our classroom. And again, we're going to try our best to get them caught up, but it's just not the same. So every week I want to provide you with an attendance fact on the importance of being mindful and being thoughtful of your child's attendance. And so our first attendance fact of the school year actually has to do with the first month of school. And so absenteeism in the first month of school can predict poor attendance for the remainder of the school year. Studies have shown that half of students that miss 2 to 4 days in September go on to miss more than a month of school throughout the entire school year. So the beginning of the school year is critical for setting your child up for success, for perfect or great attendance for the year to come. In Eureka Math this week, we are going to be talking about building a math community, and we're going to be looking at different graphs and making graphs and solving word problems that go along with the graphs. In Foundations, we're reviewing various routines that may be new to Foundations or maybe one that your child learned in second grade. So we'll just be doing some review and getting everything set up for Unit 1 that will start in a couple of weeks. And then finally, in reading, we're reading a book called Amos and Boris, and we are going to be talking about central message and theme. So students will be looking at the book Amos and Morris. They'll be looking at how characters were at the beginning of the book, what change happened in the story, and then how the character is at the end, and then what the character learns from that experience, and then how we can apply that learning to a lesson that we can apply to our lives. So it's a pretty abstract concept, so it's going to be a fun week of learning together and reading a new book, Amos and Boris. Well, thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Room 210 News. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 210 News.